Okay, hey, this is Zania. This is my second spoken word, and this one is called Slavery Wasn't So Bad. This is based on something that actually did happen to me. The teacher didn't say these exact words, but this is basically how it came across to me. So, hope you guys enjoy it. So, my white teacher in my southern classroom just told me that slavery wasn't that bad. That slaves were a hot commodity and slave owners treated us with less treachery than we think. And although we were property, we were treated as that commodity of value. And history has been skewed. Skewed? Are you screwed all up in the brain? Because I could have sworn that we were brought over here in chains to a place that is totally outside of our element. And beaten and threatened and spit on and left for dead. It wasn't so bad. You must have lost your mind and bumped your head. See, I know it sounds like basic rants, but I don't think that anyone understands the longevity of the situation. My ancestors were taught to be ashamed of my creation, a nation of my people who wasn't fit to walk the earth, who wasn't fit to vote, but we did it. Who wasn't fit to learn but could have sworn that there was a doctor in front of Martin Luther King. Who wasn't fit to sing but we created jazz and blues and rock and hip hop from those same Negro spirituals that my ancestors sang as they created wealth for those who still oppress us. And you're going to tell me it wasn't that bad. Okay, all right. Now, what if I said that the Holocaust wasn't so bad? See, that would start a riot. But in a southern state, us African Americans have to sit there, take it, and hide it. Hide the fact that statements like this really do offend us. But instead of just opening our mouths, we let these pretentious people continue to oppress us. Even though our ancestors fought and boycotted just for us, just so we wouldn't have to listen to the same comments from a teacher who expects to tell us how to think. I think that this is appalling. How dare you try to get me to start falling into the same trap that my ancestors spent 300 years and then some to climb out of? Not including the years of oppression, recession, and depression that we were put through. But, I guess that was all a part of being a commodity of value. See, my great-granddaddy laid in ditches just so he wouldn't get hung. And back then, when you saw a Confederate flag, you didn't stand there, you won. And when you saw a dead black laid across the railroad tracks, you knew it was the KKK because of the upward thumbs. And that was after we were considered free. So imagine the trials and tribulations of slavery. But I guess it wasn't that bad. I guess the fact that every single American black will never know their true identity, because not only were we taken out of our culture, but raped. And that little half-breed child that was conceived in the making will have to suffer the fate of her slave master father's hate. But I guess it wasn't that bad. That my ancestors' children were taken and tossed in the flames and put in the barrels and rolled down hills. But these same black mothers still had love for those white babies of these white mothers who killed their child. But, I guess these assumptions, facts are a little wild. Because it wasn't that bad. Maybe it's because we made it. Through all these struggles, I would never trade it, because this is my legacy. Just open up your eyes. See. I believe that we were that commodity, and although not treated like it, we were more than property. We made it through slavery, segregation, succession, oppression, recession, depression, and we're still here. Black, proud, and glad. So, if all that was easy, hey, maybe it wasn't so bad. Thank you.